What do you see down there below you?
It's a big white courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
White stone. It's made of everywhere on the ground,
Yeah.
on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Just little like kind of like red trim like decoration. It's the way that they decorate the walls and courtyard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Some beautiful flowers, pink flowers.
Mm-hmm.
The flowers are actually coming off of trees that are nearby. It's petals that have floated in.
Okay. And this is a residential, or what would you describe it as?
Communal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a communal courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
There's a water feature in the middle, but not like a traditional like fountain. It's kind of like stones and where the water kind of flows down the stones. It kind of just like feels more natural than a normal like water fountain. Feels like it's a real place of like tradition and honor and
sacred. Does it feel sacred?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And this fountain, how does it feel? Does it feel like it's occur naturally, or does it feel like man-made?
It's definitely man-made. It's like it's the purpose for it is serenity, the sound that it makes, ease, probably peace. This courtyard's a place for peace, and like, maybe it's even meant to be silent if you're in there. Maybe even
Right. Okay.
like a meditation space, maybe or sort of thing.
So, as you look around, can you see the place for people to sit or do activities, or is it just a decoration? How do you describe?
There are like spaces around the outside of the courtyard, and also around the fountain. Sort of, it's not really a fountain or a water feature in the middle. You can either sit there or out on the edges, or some people sit just on the ground as well.
So you see other people sitting and hanging around? Can you see anyone?
There might be one or two people in there, but I can't really see them. It seems like it's a place that people do go to regularly, but it's more of a place of like peace and serenity. You go there for yourself, not to socialize, not for others.
How big is this place?
The courtyard itself?
Yeah.
Maybe it's 30 meters around about one way, and the other way, I'm not sure. It could be anywhere from like 40 to 60 meters, maybe.
That's decent size courtyard.
Yeah, and like it's lots of like little plants, and it feels like it's kind of it feels like it's all connected. It's all kind of like one garden, but it's like a man-made courtyard at the same time.
And being maintained
Definitely
by human. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And does it have fence or anything?
There's wall. Yeah, the courtyard's got a wall all around.
Is it quite high?
Yeah, definitely. It's taller than me. It's at least like 2 meters tall, and it's the same as the ground. It's like the white stone.
All right. And so how do you have any entrance or anything like that?
Any what, sorry?
The entrance to it? A door or...
And there is no roof to the courtyard. The entrance is kind of like... gives me the feeling of an arch, but there is no top to it. There's nothing above you. And other parts, there's just gaps in the walls. There's multiple ways you can enter it, but there's one main entrance that feels more like there's something curved to it. It feels like an arch, but it doesn't. You don't walk under an arch. There's nothing above you when you walk on the entrance.
Does it have a door, or can you just walk through the
You just walk through. It's anyone could come and go.
Beautiful.
It's not exclusive at all.
Beautiful.
But there are moments where only certain people can be there.
Right. Very good. Is there anything that stand out as you look around?
The white stone is the first thing that really stands out to me. It's so white and polished and clean and
what shape?
It's like perfect. Sorry.
What shape is this stone?
They're like squares, but they're rounded.
Right.
They're not like perfectly square. They're like, yeah. But they're curved, like they're like a square, but the edges are curved.
Right.
Everything's curved on it.
And
nothing's flat.
Nothing's flat. No. And where is it? Where is this stone? Is it in the middle, or?
It's everywhere. It's the whole courtyard. It's the whole floor. It's the walls around the outside. It's all of it. The whole courtyard is this. Even the bit that holds all the water for the water feature is a stone, and then the water runs over darker stones. But this white stone is everywhere. It makes everything else up. Everything that makes the courtyard is the stone. There's nature on top of it. And around it, and with it.
Is it quite large, these stones?
Yeah, like a foot by foot sort of thing.
Okay. And how do you feel about this stone? What's the purpose of this to be there?
There's something energetic about the stone. It helps with meditation or some sort of connection to something higher. Helps amplify things. Helps make this place what it is.
Beautiful. And this scene that you're seeing, is it a daytime or a nighttime?
Definitely daytime.
And what's the temperature feel like to you?
Right at that moment, it feels really warm, and in the middle of the day, it's pretty still. But in the morning, it was definitely very crisp.
All right. And how do you feel about this place as you're in it?
Feels like my home away from home.
Home away from home.
It's where I want to be a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Feels like where I am of service.
Beautiful. All right. So, if you would like to, you can take your time to be with this place and get the positive energy of whatever you think that you are here to do.
I think that the courtyard isn't all of it. I think the courtyard is for everyone, and it's connected to like a building that isn't for everyone.
Beautiful. All right. Now I want you to look down at your feet. Are you wearing anything on your feet?
Yeah.
What do you wear?
Kind of like somewhere between slippers and sandals.
What color is it?
Cool, light brown, sort of grey, sort of.
And do you feel comfortable in that?
Yeah, I feel like I wear it every day.
All right. Now, does the body feel male or female?
Male, but energetically in the middle.
Does the body feel healthy?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Does the body feel young or old?
Slightly older than I am now.
What skin color do you have as you look at your hands?
But more olive than my skin color now. But more, yeah.
And what hair color do you have?
Black.
Black. Is your hair curly or straight?
Straight.
Is it long or short?
Just past my shoulders.
Right. And you feel comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Do you normally wear your hair like that?
Generally, like in a ponytail.
But you let your hair down today?
Right now it is.
All right.
It's just hanging behind my shoulders. It's not in front of them.
Is there any particular reasons that you let your hair down today?
I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. And what kind of clothes are you wearing as you examine the body?
It's kind of like a robe. It's like a one piece sort of.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What color is that?
A lighter kind of color, but not white.
It's like a natural color in a way, or?
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
Yeah. Very natural, like it's not been dyed. Yeah.
And is it something that you would normally wear?
Whenever I'm here, I would.
Okay. All right. Are you wearing any kind of jewelry or ornaments?
There's something around my neck.
Okay.
It's like a brown, kind of like leather, but not like cool. Nah, it's like some sort of thread. It's brown and coarse. Whoa. It normally is coarse, but it feels soft around my neck. There's something on the end of it, kind of metal. I don't know what it is exactly.
How does it feel to you, this pendant that you're wearing?
Slightly cool on my chest because under my robe, but it's not too heavy.
Does it have any significant meaning to you?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
What's the sense that comes up as you?
It's all connected to the robe and the courtyard. And what I do, of service.
Yeah, be of service. Beautiful. All right. Are you wearing anything on your head?
Not right now. No. Sometimes I'll like tie my head back or have a hood, but not right now.
Are you carrying anything on your body?
Something. It's like a thin string of something. Like a thin string over my shoulder, and it's all.
Does it go across your body or hanging on the side?
Just goes over one arm on one side.
Right.
Can't tell what it is. I'm trying to look at it, but I can't.
Does it feel like fabric or metal or like a leather?
It's not metal. It's either something else softer. Like it's not super heavy.
Like a part of the clothing that you're wearing?
No.
No?
Separate.
Okay.
But it's all relevant. Like it's all.
That's supposed to wear this when you come here?
Oh. I wouldn't take it anywhere else, but I don't have to bring it.
Very good. All right. Now let's examine this situation and see if you can have some sort of sense that comes up, and what are you up to at this place?
I'm just here today. I don't have to be here today. I'm being of service to myself today, only here today. But
you're being
other days
yeah.
is for others. Not today.
Not today. So today you're being of service for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So generally you are being of service to others, and today you are...
Generally, I go and make sure that I'm of service to myself, so that I can be of service to others. So most times I go there to do both, but not today.
Wonderful. All right. All right. And so as you arrived here, what kind of sense that comes up that what do you need to do here?
Peaceful and respectful, and just be at ease. Don't focus on anything negative here. Just embrace the positive. Embrace everything.
How does it make you feel, apart from feeling at home?
Makes me feel filled with honor that I can be of service here. That's what the stone reflects to me, like the honor and
Wonderful.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any. I'm searching for other words, but I think it describes it well.
All right, it's such a beautiful feeling, isn't it, being in this place? And if you want to, you can embrace this beautiful feeling as you're here already.
I want to go inside the building.
You want to go inside the building? All right. What's this building located at? Where is it?
It's attached to the courtyard. You can only go into the building by going through the courtyard.
All right. What does it look like from the outside?
Beautiful, like timber. Like exposed pieces of timber, like whole, like logs, is what kind of makes it. But it's not like a log cabin feeling. It's like thinner logs in there. And it just feels natural and very aesthetically pleasing. And
does it feel big, this building?
Yeah, it's as wide as the courtroom, so like 30 meters-ish. It's square, it's completely square. So it's like 30 by 30. And it's one big room.
Okay. Are you in the building now?
I can see inside it. I'm close enough to see inside it.
All right. So how do you get inside? Does it have a door or anything that you have to open?
But there's no... Feels like it's not a proper door. Like it's not a big heavy door. It's just something light. And then you can... But the way that it's as at the moment, I can see inside from outside through the doorway, but the door's not in the way, but it's not a proper door anyway. It's almost like something's been pulled to the side.
Right. Okay. So you said you want to go inside the building.
Yeah.
All right. So we can go in now. What can you see?
It's just beautiful, like... I don't know how to describe it. It almost looks like paper, but it's not. The interior of everything. At the far side on the back wall there's a man. He's sitting cross-legged.
Does he dress like you?
similar to me.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar. But it's almost like his robe's a bit darker.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like we're any different from each other, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like that's just the way his robe was.
Does it feel that he's the same age as you, or older or younger?
He's a little bit older than me.
Okay.
He's got there's something either side of him and something in front of him. I don't know exactly what they are.
What does it look like?
It looks like it's about this big in a shape like that. And the one on his left, my right, is red.
Mm-hmm.
The one in front of him is like this whitey cream. And then there's one to the right of him, my left, that is dark. Might be like slightly brown.
And as you see him, what sort of sense of knowing that you would like to express?
I know him well.
You know him well. Okay.
He knows me well.
And what kind of relationship is that? Is it friends or?
Friends as well. I really look up to them.
So it's you look up to him. Did he teach you a lot? Something like that, or?
Yeah.
So do you feel like you come here to see him too?
Yeah, usually I come here to see him or ask him how to help be of service to others, but today I'm there for myself to talk to him.
Nice.
About me.
So what do you want to do next?
I sit down in front of him.
Alright, so now you are there sitting down in front of him. Where do you sit? Is it a chair or something?
On the ground.
Alright.
As he is cross-legged in front of him.
Is he sitting on the ground as well?
Yeah.
And this ground is like a...
It's kind of like... It's the same as the walls in here. It looks like paper, but it's not. It's kind of like almost creamy.
What happened next?
Put his hand over the red object and over the white one in front of him. Black one.
And as you put your hands on these objects, what's the feeling or emotions or senses that come through?
As he puts his hand over the red one, it's a sense of love and care. The white one is like peacefulness. The dark one is like knowledge, knowing, seeing, believing.
And what do you have to do next? Do you talk to him?
No.
Okay.
It's more of a like just having a connection without communication. Just knowing.
Just knowing. I wonder if you can connect to him telepathically. Do you normally do that?
Not all the time. But it feels right. Right now. Feels like telepathically he's telling me to go with it, do it.
To what, sorry?
Go with it, do it.
Do what?
Do what I need to do for others.
Right. Is he answering your question right now? Thank you. That's beautiful. So, do you think we can ask him questions? How does it feel like? Do you feel like this is the right time to ask him questions? Or is it...
I don't know right now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel overwhelmed by the implications of what he's saying.
Right. Okay. All right.
Don't know if in the moment that I'm ready to ask him anything else.
Right. We'll take it what you feel right. And you can take a moment as well to just process and absorb this feeling as long as you want to. And you can tell me when you're ready.
I'm concerned that there's a sense of sacrifice involved with it, but he reassures me that it's not, and it all will be as it will be meant to be.
So that was a really wonderful scene that you saw. Alright, let's leave that scene and move away and drift away to where it is that you live in that life you are viewing. Can you see the house or place that you live in?
Can't see the outside, but I can see and feel the inside.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so can you explain the inside for me?
It's very modest. It's like timber edges and like plaster walls. Very simple and not very extravagant.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what's your kitchen look like?
It's not very big.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the kitchen leads into the dining room, which leads into the lounge, and it's all like one big open plan. And then the bedroom, there's 2 bedrooms on this side, and then the bathroom is beside the kitchen.
Yeah, and as you look around the table and you can see the others that are important in your life, can you describe to me what do you see?
Beautiful wife.
Beautiful. What does she look like?
Dark hair.
Mm-hmm.
Same sort of skin color as mine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And who else is there?
2 kids.
Nice.
Boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl. Are they quite young?
Young teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just before that point or something.
Yeah. And how do you feel about this, sitting down with the family?
It's precious.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. And I wonder, what is it that you normally do in that life?
Courtyard.
At the courtyard. Mm-hmm.
Just spend most of my time there.
Mm-hmm.
Or getting food.
Do you have to afford? Do you have to do something to get the food? And
I gotta catch it.
Mm-hmm. You gotta catch it.
Most of it's seafood, yeah.
Right.
Or picking up like oysters and shellfish and stuff, and seafood, a lot of seafood.
Do you have to earn money? Does it ever is it existing? Money?
In one form or another.
Okay.
That's to do with the courtyard.
Right. All right. Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm being paid, but it's like because of what I do. Someone else, looks after it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't have to worry about anything.
No. Well, no, definitely there's worries, but not in terms of my immediate life.
Mm-hmm.
No, my immediate needs are definitely accounted for, and I have security in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm. So what worries you in sometimes that you feel like?
I don't know, it's something external.
Right.
It's something, it's not to do with the courtyard, it's something bigger and different.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I've been down this road before.
Right, okay. We are going to leave this scene you were looking at and drifting away and moving away to an important day in that life. And now we are there. What do you see?
There's a lot of people lined up in a row in front of me.
And whereabouts
There
is?
might be soldiers.
And where is it? This location?
On the edge of a jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Or a forest, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe a jungle, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the edge of it. So my back's to the forest, and the soldiers' backs to more like open land. It feels like civilization is behind the soldiers and nature is behind me.
And this place that you are standing is it near where you live, or is somewhere else?
I live on the outskirts of society, and this is more like up. It feels like you're up in the mountains where I live, like, but it's not that big of a mountain. But this feels like it's up in the mountain ranges, up high.
But this place, does it feel like in the same precinct, or does it feel very foreign to you?
It's within the same region
Yeah.
of where I live, but it's still a very significant distance from where I live and where I have my day-to-day life.
So you say that people were lining up in front of you. What did it look like? Happy or?
No. They don't like they're from here, but somehow they have authority.
Can you tell me more about it? They said a soldier.
They've got things that give them more power than we do, but we have love and light on our side.
What do they want from you?
Everything.
What do you mean?
Land, sovereignty, power. They want to have a piece of everything.
Right.
They want to own everything.
They want to own everything. And so are they part of your, in same part of your region, the population? No?
No, foreign.
Right. Because I wonder if, like, before these people came, were life in harmony or with everyone?
Comparatively. Generally.
Right.
Nothing's perfect, but a lot more harmonious than now.
So these foreign people came in and demanding things from you and the people from this region.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking like they own us.
Right. So how do you feel about this?
It's what in the building near the courtyard, it's what he was talking about. Just do it. It's okay, go forth.
So what do you think you'll be doing?
Saying no. This is not how it's going to happen.
Yeah. No.
It's just about me talking, using my words.
Yeah. Is there anybody there by your side?
There is, but I feel alone.
Are you in charge?
I don't feel any sort of authority. But the people that are on my side wouldn't question me either.
Right. You just said no to these soldiers.
Yeah.
How many of them?
Way more. Like 30, 40. And I feel like It's only a couple of them, you know.
Do they come with weapons?
Yeah.
What's their outfit look like?
A lot darker, a lot dark green and dark browns and blacks. Like there's a few different colours in it, opposed to ours is more modest and just like one tone and more. I don't know. Maybe it's like representation of, like, you know, we're more innocent and pure, and where there's more corruption over there and more influenced by other things, outside factors.
Well, as you say no to them, what happened next?
Just talking. Just talking. They don't want to take no for an answer. Right. They want something. They can't just get rid of us. They want something.
All right. So we can condense this time and see what's the outcome of this conversation. How does the day end that day?
It
didn't resolve.
Didn't end well.
Right.
It just feels like nothing.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, it's a quite frustrating day that day. And
yeah, that's the word.
Yeah. All right. We're going to leave this scene that you are looking at and move to another important day in that life. And now we are there. What do you see?
I'm having trouble.
What's the impressions that comes up?
Okay. I feel like I'm being welcomed into the courtyard for the first time. Just lots of people this time.
Celebration.
Yeah.
What is it for? Celebration.
It's for me and some other people like me. It's almost like I can't find a better word for it than like a graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not like a traditional graduation that we would think
of. So this body, does it feel older or younger from the first scene that we Younger.
Much younger.
Okay. All right. So you're the fresh.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who are they? These people.
They're like me. They're just loving, caring, truthful beings who are trying to live their purpose.
And it's such a wonderful day, isn't it? That day.
Yeah, everyone's all smiles.
Yeah, definitely. All right. It's a very good day. Now, we are going to leave this scene you were looking at and drift away and move away to an important day in that life, the life that we are viewing. What do you see?
I just see this man again. He's telling me to move on. Not me in that life, like my higher self is telling me, move on, you need to. He's telling me not to dwell on this life any longer.
Right.
That I'm allowed to see right now.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the information that you have given us. All right. Now, whatever happened has already happened. And now we're leaving the scene. Let's move away from those scenes. And from where you are now, you can look back on that entire life, see it much clearer. Every life has a lesson and purpose. And as you look at that life, what did you learn from it?
How to stand up. How to stand up for others, how to do it. And how to do it peacefully.
Do it peacefully.
And how to teach others how to be peaceful. Teach them about themselves.
And what do you think was the purpose of that lifetime for you to experience? Or what's the mission for that lifetime?
It's just to learn all those things for my future self, so that I'm prepared when I need it.
What do you need to prepare?
Just me. I need to, and how to keep peace in confrontation.
And is there any perspective that you could get from this entire picture?
Not right now. It feels like that'll come when it's meant to.
May I speak to subconscious, please? Thank you. Do you have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
Thank you. I know you could have chosen many different lifetimes for him to see today. You choose that one, the man in the courtyard for him to see today. Why did you pick that life for him to see today?
Was it relevant to one of his questions?
Yeah, definitely. And we would like to understand more. What sort of information that you would like to tell him?
Trust yourself.
To trust?
You'll know when you need it.
Yeah. And I was wondering if there's anyone in that lifetime that he knows now in this lifetime. No. So the first question is that he would like to ask any aspect of life that he should know about his innate ability that will help him now and in the future.
Sharing truths about spirituality and consciousness. Helping people come to an understanding and realization that the true nature of our world and of the universe.
And what about this the channeling that some people was telling him that he should look into it?
There's a reason that the label doesn't sit right. Because if you identify with that label, then you get a lot of unwanted attention, and a lot of people will want things. So it's the sort of thing to just let come naturally and let happen in the middle of conversation or in dreams or just any time. Just
Do you mean to incorporate into his daily life in everyday life.
It'll just happen.
Thank you. Thank you. Because he's so in tune with you, higher self, and very spiritual. And sometimes, as being a human, we all feel that we just don't want to take credit for it, that we are being of service, and
we are more than human.
Yeah. Yeah.
More than just human.
Yeah. Definitely.
And so it's just let go of the belief systems that tell you you are finite, that tell you you're not capable of anything and everything. It's not arrogant to think you can do anything. It's the truth.
So it's appropriate for him to be in a leading role in this spiritual, for the collective.
Everyone should be.
And that's not an ego part of himself.
Leadership isn't about being above others. It's about leading yourself, your inner core, and being your truth. And walking forward with that and sharing that with others.
Yeah.
Being authentic.
Be authentic, definitely. And what's the wisdom that you would like to share with him in this role that he has for the collective?
Do it. Just go with it.
To go with it.
Don't worry. Don't hold any reserve, no judgment. Go with it. Let chips fall where they may.
And he can trust all these feelings, the knowledge that comes through.
Yeah. Don't. Everything happens for a reason, and everything will be as it's meant to. So don't hold too much worry about what could happen or might happen.
Don't hold too much worry about what could happen and what happened.
What will happen.
What will happen.
It's not the past, but the future and the present.
Just be present. Yeah. He wants to know how could he be best of service to the human collective.
Energetically.
Energetically?
Attempting to maintain energy at a certain level. Being able to mold and shape your energy and be in control of it will allow others to see it and feel that too and be able to do that themselves.
Yeah.
And then part of that is as I said earlier, like the description of helping show others the spiritual path and how our universe really works.
And how could he maintain this energetic level in a practical way?
Routine.
What's the routine that you would like him to do?
Morning ritual. He knows that.
He knows that? Okay. How often you would like him to do it?
For a while, it has to be every day. Most days.
Yeah.
But don't let it affect your energy and bring you down if you can't.
Right. Just be easy on himself.
Because the important thing is to maintain and mold that energy.
Would you like to share in the recording? What is it that is ritual?
Just the fact of having a routine and setting an intention. Putting some time aside to show gratitude for what has been, what is, and what will be. While the physical part of the practice can evolve and change over time. But he has an idea of what he needs to start doing physically during the ritual process.
Yeah, beautiful. And because he's involved in this sovereignty and the freedom movement activities, and sometimes you feel unsure about if it's the right path.
That's what the other life was about. You've gone that path, you've gone that route before. It didn't play out in the end exactly the end result we'd want, but you can learn from that.
What can you learn from that?
That'll come in time. Can't see that right now.
And so is it appropriate for him to keep doing this?
Yes. Have faith.
Have faith. And what would you recommend, or would you advise him to do if you have some doubts or unsure or fear maybe?
Just go know that this is the road that you've traveled before, and you will learn from it by the time you need to have faith in your higher self and your guides.
And that courtyard, that white stone courtyard that you're showing him, what's the significant meaning, or what would you like to advise him around that?
It's just the place of most significance for that life. It's in that life it meant so much, that courtyard did. That's all. It's just when you think of that life, you think of that courtyard. It's the first thing that comes up,
Yeah.
That's the bulk of the life was there.
And can he utilize any of that energy or any wisdom from that courtyard in this life?
Already innately does. Already innately has it. It's why he chose this life, its current one. It was because he was good to the other people around him that he would do.
Right. He's already chosen. He has chosen it. Yeah. And that's beautiful that he has this mission, this beautiful mission to help collective.
Definitely the collective, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for the information you have given us today. And I'd like to ask before we part if there is anything that you would like to advise, or any message that you would like to give him before we part.
Trust yourself. Don't worry about your ego. Comparatively, it's in check.
So trust.
Morning routine.
Yeah.
Get into a pattern, get into a habit. And everything else will fall in place.
Beautiful. Any other message around his life in this present life that you would like to tell him, or any experience in the past that that you would like to emphasize or give him advice?
No one's perfect. Don't take what others say personally. It's reflection of themselves more than you.
Yeah. All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the information that you've given us today. And from now on, I'm sure that you'll be able to give the information and the wisdom regularly as well. And but for now, really thank you for the information that you've given us.